Johnny was an All-American.
In the end, are you not proving it for yourselves?
I want bitches, money, fame, endorsements, cars, yachts, a yacht for my car, a car for my yacht, and 2 yachts in case I want to park the yacht with all my cars on it on the yacht.
But if you really wanted all that, you would change the style and change your attitude.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
Thank you.
So you're sticking with it.
We have the skills that we could sell out like in a second, and we could probably get like, you know, a small independent like deal that's like, you know, nowadays it's like the more hipster rap, right?
Yeah.
Like it's like more Baltimore and they rap over. We could do that in a second. This dude is retarded. Like
You talk to any of these guys and like you talk about turntablism, and we have club DJs who are like, yo, Heywood, man, show me that new scratch. We have rappers that come up to me, the most hardcore gangbanging rappers. Like, we just did a show in Regina, everybody got out of jail. I mean, 10 dudes that just got out of jail. Everybody there. We're at the rap show. And then we do a show like 3 blocks down, and everybody there could barely even look at us because like we don't shop at American Apparel.
Yeah.
My hair's not blonde enough. So all these fucking stereotypes. When you're in between the middle of them, like, god damn, are you ill? Because either you hide at home, or you come out all the time and you're like, listen, this is my fucking gravity. This is my world. Pay attention or don't. And myself, I've gotten to a point where I'm indignant. I'm like, if you're not paying attention to me, let's go. Like, I'm gonna get, you have to listen or leave. And so, with that kind of stubbornness applied to every aspect of what we do, to Heywood's promotion, to us making sure there's a foundation in Saskatoon above all other Saskatchewan hip-hop, things emanate out. So you can compare scenes in Canada, what's happening in Saskatoon. You can compare scenes in Canada, what Saskatoon lets them be.
Halifax. Enfield.
I'm just about to go to the East Coast, and like look at it like this way. It made more sense for us to divide this tour into an Eastern and Western Canada because of how much we had to drive.
Yeah. Tour in Canada is a drive.
Look at it like this. We have twice as much of a fan base. We make twice as much money in the West Coast, and the East Coast is almost an unknown. This is the first time I've toured the East Coast of Canada in a career of 10 years. This is the first time we've even been out there, and it's just because it's so barren. Like getting from Winnipeg to anywhere east, that's huge. And I mean, that's something we need to work at. We need to work on as Canadian artists, because we're all so divided. Like fake American rappers and emo rappers, we're all the same shit to everybody else that's not in rap. So I mean, as if we can't all build and make money, because everybody in some way, shape, or form wants an audience, wants money, or wants marketing. Yeah. So we can work together to make all those things happen, because indie rappers suck at promoting themselves, and the guys who are all promotion suck at rap, and the dudes with the big huge videos and all the cars sell drugs. So let's all get together.
Just like in the old days, I mean, everybody's got to take their niche and work it, apply it towards the scene and build that scene and let it grow. Speaking of scenes, what is a scene in Canada that might not be that well known that you guys are excited to play at?
Maybe Edmonton. Edmonton doesn't get enough shine because it's such a messed up city. Edmonton's like a bigger Regina. Like basically, I think that what you experience in Edmonton is that everyone from Regina either moves to Calgary or moves to Edmonton at some point in time. Like the West gravitates further west because I think for comfort. Yeah. You don't have to go too far, but you're not where you grew up. There you go. Monetary reasons too. Money, oil, all the industries. But like Edmonton will be an interesting show because really everybody that's coming to that show is our friends. It's a lot less fans. We have about like 65 friends that have to come to that show because of favors, because of this, because of that. So if they don't bring their friends, then that's what is detrimental to a scene. Like that's what we need. I think that when Canadian hip hop is cool, then everybody's gonna get paid, like from the bottom to the top. And I mean, it's just waiting for us to. But unity's so fake because I mean, rap has such a huge ego. So I don't know.
Yeah, is that something you want to see when everyone gets paid?
I kind of don't want to see whack rappers on the same stage as me sharing money with me. To be honest with you.
No.
I mean, if you're a herb, why?
Yeah, exactly. Like at the same time, though, you have to deal with some of those people sometimes. Like it's all networking, like you said. If you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Basically, that's basically what it is. And like, basically a squirrel trying to get a nut. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all these squirrels are trying to get this one nut.
Yeah. All these squirrels I'm talking about now. I'm talking about like a family. It's like the fucking chipmunks are fighting over this acorn, right? And it's like a war. It's a war zone. And so that you have to look at it like that. Everybody wants important, right? It's very important. If I could say one thing about Canadian hip hop, if I could say one thing to an aspiring turntablist, rapper, club DJ, commercial marketing force, however you want to classify yourselves, get a motherfucking job. Handle your life, then your music will be better. And I mean, I've made that mistake and we're still making that mistake, not focusing on the life part. But as we get older, you have no choice.
Exactly.
So now I'm starting to see the wisdom of my years. Get on the mic, be just as hungry as you are, and actually put out albums. That's lost to so many people. People don't put out albums anymore. They don't invest in themselves, and so other people don't either.
Yeah, dude, a YouTube video is not enough.
Well, that's
like,
what I'm
straight
saying.
up.
Your
Like,
mixtape, it's not even a mixtape, it's like a burnt CDR.
Yeah.
I mean, the irony is so thick there.
Yeah.
Rap has a lot to learn from a lot of other musical genres. Rap needs to do what punk did in the early 70s. Rap needs to do what grunge did in the late 90s or early 90s or whatever. It needs to really define itself, especially in Canada, because again, like I have people from Europe, we have people from the States that are just like, yo man, I love your Canadian accents. And you talk to someone from Canada and like, okay, I'm gonna throw out this statistic here. 96% of the rappers I meet in Canada sound nothing like themselves when you put them in front of a microphone. There's this whole fake image created. And,
The gimmickry and
people are laughing at you, dude. People are laughing at you. People are laughing at us because of you. So, you know, be yourself.
I mean, nowadays it's either the trend of either being a real like gangster or jiggy rapper, or being a hipster like Cadence Weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the two popular genres right now, like that Ghislaine Poyer and like all that kind of stuff, and like it's
And we have nothing against trends.
No, it's not trends. It's just the fact that it's not rap.
Well, there you go.
In my opinion. In my opinion, it's not rap. There's no, when you build a beat, there's no samples in it. You're not sampling from vinyl. You're not like, there's no soul to the music, first of all.
All the history's gone, you know? And people think that hip hop, like people argue, oh, you're a hater. That word in hip hop, it just sickens me. Because hater is a way to say your valid, constructive opinion is gonna go in a circle. Because dude, why you gotta hate on me, man? Why you gotta play? Dude, we're telling you, everybody's laughing at you, nobody's coming to your shows, and your crap is unskilled and basic and phony and monosyllabic and unintelligent and retarded, and I'm offended the way you rap to me. I want my $3 back.
See, that's another thing is like a long time ago, people like hone their craft. Like, dude, I didn't come out of the basement for like 4 years. Yeah. I did not. And then my friends, my crew would not allow me to do shows. Would not allow me. Hey, word up to Crispy. Anyway, like, dude, they did not allow me to like to DJ in public, period. Because when I came out, I came out. You know what I mean? I came out with like, you know, with some steam. And like nowadays, people are like they get in their turntables and they're doing a show. Or get, you know, like starting to rap before they like even know how to hold a mic.
And then no matter how good they get, eventually, if they ever do, they're still that guy that, oh yeah, he played that show and he just fucking sucks.
Yeah, like, yeah, exactly. Like,
it's just annoying. People don't like, you have to be a craftsman. You know what I mean? When you go to school to study for your degree because you get, essentially what education is learning all the things you can't do until you know what the only things you can do. And that's right, that's education, that's wisdom, that's life experience. People forget about that and don't apply it to their hobbies or their pursuits. So there's all these rappers that only listen to rap. There's all these rappers that only like one rapper or that only like their crew or whatever. Like, I have so many guys coming up to me drenching my earlobes with saliva over some minimal, just bullshit waste of my time. That why am I supposed to listen to this? Because it seriously looks like your sister found this in the toilet and gave it back to you. Did you drop this?
At a show, I've got like about 15 to 20 people tops rapping in my ear.
Yeah.
Like, save that for the basement, dude.
Seriously.
Like, put out something, let your friends hear it, let your mom hear it, whatever.
And see, what me and this guy are preaching is the difference is if you put out something because you came to our show and spent that $5, we come to yours. That's a scene. We come to yours.
You come to
ours. Yeah, there's a rap show. Everybody go, yo, you check this out, man. Everybody go, oh, hot guys, yes, Dick's big, yeah, rap. And that's what happens. That's what makes a community. Because the only way you can get positive out of negative is to completely transform the definitions of rap. And I mean, me and Heywood aren't preaching drug dealing and being cool and like none of the obvious aspects that of musicianship or of the stereotypes do we advocate, but at the same time, we benefit from them. I came up hip hop. This is my culture. Yes, there's elements to it. Yes, there's a hierarchy. Yes, there's a code. Yes, there's a process. Pay your dues and I'll explain it to you. Don't come up to me and tell me you did everything and now I have to respect you.
In the end, it all does come back down to respect, though. You respect the genre, respect, you know, the 4 elements. You got to respect the history. And a lot of these kids are just passing that.
Me and this guy have rolled up on unnamed Canadian rapper after unnamed Canadian rapper going, yo, we put on a show for you. Where's our money? And it's crazy. The favors that we've done for some people that aren't returned, especially Heywood.
Classified. I'll just call it out there.
Just saying though.
And if DJIV wants to battle, I'll battle him I'll battle him for his whole tour check.
There you go.
Straight up.
It's skill first, and any shit that we talk, we're gonna back 100,000,000%. You can take that to the bank. The people that you need to look out for are the people that aren't getting a lot of shine because they're creating what everybody else is running with to make commercial.
Yeah.
Sheldon's got some huge shows coming up in Saskatoon. We've got Gift Gab coming up.
Yeah, Black Alicious on June 25th. And Jurassic 5. Cool Keith is coming down the pipeline sometime in fall, and we're just gonna keep going.
But just remember, look at rap two ways. If you think you're gonna get rich, you gotta be doing what everybody else is doing. If you wanna be an artist, you gotta be doing what is inside of you.